Welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so you send a post. You will get notified. Also, check me out my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my YouTube, my OopTube, and my YouTube. You know what? The universe is really testing me today. Oh, it has. I know I'm not the only one. As I said, that is 4-4. Oh my god, it took everything today not to lose my shit. It took it all. So we're gonna do, I don't know. I was thinking about doing the bowl. And I have an idea. I just got this thought. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Sounds actually pretty nice. I think we're gonna try that tonight. I don't know. I was like, okay. Accompanied by Mr. Dragon. Yeah, I love this thing. I'm like the happiest person right now just looking at this. I'm glad I brought this. So he's keeping me company. He's just chilling. Oh no, I've always loved dragons. I wish I had one. I'll tell you that much. What's going on, Diane? Man, Diane, it's been a show. It's been a shit show today. Since the new moon hit. Like, I'm chill, but people been pushing my buttons, Diane, and pushing my buttons, and I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna say something really mean that they ain't gonna like. It's been all day today since I got up. The crazy thing is, I didn't want to get up today. I was like, oh fuck. I had meetings this morning. It's just, it was a lot today. And then I went to work. I had to deal with some bullshit there. It was telling me I had a bullshit morning, and then I go to work, and there's more bullshit. I'm like, why? So I excused myself out the meeting. I told my boss, I was like, I excused myself out the meeting, and I was like, look, dude, I gotta go. I was like, can I please excuse myself? She's like, sure. I was polite about it. I was like, can I please excuse myself? I left. I went to my office. I had to make some phone calls. Actually, yeah, I had to make some phone calls. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. So I took a lunch break. And I said, fuck this shit. That's what I did. So I went to the diner, got me an omelet with some mozzarella, coffee. Man. It took everything today for me not to flip out. So yeah, that was my day. I don't care. I'm just ranting because I can. And I want to. Because I know somebody out there feels the same way I feel today. That's all I gotta say. I know people out there have, you know what I'm saying? People are just going through some shit. Now I'm just confirming what you guys are going through. Because some shit today, especially since you got up, some shit happened. And you just did not want to get out of bed, but you still had to. Exactly. So then, like, it's been 2 days. It's been since, like, my birthday. No, since before my birthday, because I had my car accident. back in July. Like, I don't even know how I'm still here. I really fucking don't. Oh, shit. But we're going to do the bowl tonight because I don't know. I know I'm going through like some dark night of the soul shit because I've been feeling it. And plus, I've been reading it in the cards. So the things that I've been reading in the cards is what has been going on in the collective. So it's just confirming what I'm going through. Other people are going through the same motherfucking shit. Just in a different way. Because we all don't live the same lives. But a lot of us are going through some unnecessary bullshit. Can I just enjoy my coffee? Oh, shit. Yeah. So we're going to do some meditations. I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight. I think usually I do breath work, and that's what I'm going to be doing anyways. So we're going to do some breath work. I don't know how many bell rings we're going to do tonight. I think I'm just going to go with the flow and let God lead me, because obviously we need some clearings tonight. So that's my intentions, actually, is to do some chakra cleanses, because I'm picking up like the solar plexus, the root. It's like all the lower chakras are like, what the fuck? And it's like, it needs like an attunement, kind of like a car, you know? You need an attunement. Don't you have to go to the shop to go get your car attuned sometimes so it could work? What do you think your body needs? Just letting you know. That's what I'm here for. I'm just doing my job. So if you guys would like to join, accept it. If not, hey, there's other people. There's great readers. There's great healers. Hey, there's a bunch of them out there. If I'm not for you, I'm not for you. But don't try to be rude in the comments. For what? To stroke your ego? Well, guess what? I'm not going to stroke your ego. How about that? Have no time for people's nonsense and immaturity, especially. Look at what they type too. It's like, really? You couldn't think of something else better than that? You know what I'm saying? You couldn't think of something else. And you know, it's the people that throw Bible verses at you. Those are the funny ones. Those are the funny ones. And it's like, what's in your closet? What's in your closet? Am I shining the light on something? I don't know. Am I? Hey, I just talk shit, and people will be like, "Yo, you're on point." I don't know. I just talk. But guess what? I always talk to God to make sure that I'm I'm grounded at the same time. So I don't know. I guess enough rambling, and let's get to it. I'm happy I'm home early, actually. I don't know. I've seen this one. So we're going to take this one out. Diane, can you please watch the chat? Please. Thank you. And actually, you know what? I've been like eyeing for a long time. It's been for days, and I've been using the same deck for a while. I don't know. So Metatron wants to be your friend tonight. So Metatron wants to be your friend tonight. Well, our friend. Anyways. See? Look. He's also joined by some music. Some geometry. You know, we need those. We need a little bit of that, you know. Call me Satanist. Call me the devil. Call me a witch. Call me whatever. Look at this. Everything that I have, I had nothing. Let me tell you. I lived down the streets. I was fucking, homeless most of my life. My adult life, actually. And my younger years. So I was in foster care. My mom adopted me when I was 9. And she kicked me out when I was 18. That tells you the story of my life. So yeah. So she took me in her home when I was about 4. So I was in the system all my life. Right? It is what it is. I'm not saying, oh my God, poor me. No, I'm just proving a point. I could have done anything. Could have been a prostitute. Hey, if you guys do that, that's on you. It is what it is. I could have done a lot of things. Could have been a drug addict. Alcoholic. Guess what? I got a home. I got beautiful land. I got beautiful kids. They're all healthy. I got a job. All my bills are paid. I got a new car. God has not abandoned me, ever. And guess what? I got heat. And no, I don't have food stamps. Because I don't qualify. But, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anybody. I've been on it too. I'm not knocking on anybody. But there's a point in your life where it's like, you know, come on. Come on. So we all have a choice in life. It's not what our past... I think our past is supposed to be lessons, right? We grow from these lessons. So we don't repeat the lessons that we also endured on our path. And then people hate on us, call us names, whatever. It is what it is. Look, all my uncles are pastors. Mostly all of them. And they all served in the military. So they served in the military and they became pastors, and they also became teachers. They had their schools in Puerto Rico. So, it's all on public record. So these were good, valuable men that taught me on my journey how a man should treat a woman. Those 3 men were the only ones that respected me. And they were not even my uncles. I was just adopted in. We had a great relationship. And those were the 3 men that showed me what love actually is. And what love is supposed to be. I learned from some great teachers. And they were men. Also, my mother taught me a lot too. Even though we don't look eye to eye and we don't talk. I changed my name. I have my own name now. So I'm nobody's property. That tells you that story. So, you know what I mean? I've always been on my own. And I see people that have loads of money and they just piss it away. It's stupid shit. Just to fulfill an ego. Hey, to each their own. But I'm comfortable. Yeah, I'm struggling like every American right now. Do you see gas? Gas is crazy right about now. Oh, not just that. Loan payments are ridiculous. Do you see the percentage? That just goes to pocket alone. Shit. So, you know what I mean? But hey. Like I said, I could have done many things. And I have 7 brothers and sisters by the same mother and different fathers. So we all have a different dad. All of us have a different dad. Do my kids belong to different dads? Fuck no. Hell no. I've seen enough of the disasters what my mother did. Did I want to follow that path? Fuck no. You know what's the craziest thing when you're a child, when you see your brother detox from drugs? That's why I don't like drugs. Because that same thing that almost killed my brother, that sent him to ICU when he was only not even a week old. He was in NICU for a year. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And then I end up with someone that actually was a drug addict, because when his brother committed suicide, he went into drugs real hard. And never was the same. Never was the same. It's crazy. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I could have ended up either way. And here I am. Can I say I'm successful? In God's eyes, I am. Do I harm anyone? No, because I know how that feels. Do I rob anyone and get pleasure from doing that? No, because I know how that feels. Betrayal to the fucking 10th degree? Yeah, I know how that feels. That's why I live alone in the middle of nowhere. You me be. Leave me with my trees and my creek. Because that's what I manifested for me and my boys. Because guess what? If you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. If you don't go get it yourself, nobody's going to go say, here. A lot of us were not born with silver spoons or gold spoons in our mouths. We had to figure it out. Trust me, the treats, the trick or treat. The streets teach you a lot, man. Things that you definitely don't want to fucking do. But yeah, life is wild. So yeah, everybody has a choice. But like I said, the biggest thing was seeing my brother come home after like being a week of being born. Goes into convulsions. And she, like, yo, shit was crazy, I remember. What age was I? I believe I was 7, 8 of that sort. It was before I got adopted. Because I remember I got adopted after. So he came. I think I was adopted in 90. No, actually, I wasn't even 9 years old. I think I was like 11. Some shit like that. Dude. All I know, I was a little kid. In 93, my brother was born. So there you go. Go figure the numbers. So he was born in 93, June 1st. He's a Gemini. He was a Gemini. And I remember he comes to the house. Because I remember the lady pulling up because everybody was like getting the house ready because they were like, oh, your brother's coming. And I'm like, you're a kid. And you're like, oh, what the hell are you talking about? I'm already confused as it is because I've been like through so much shit when I was a kid. Like, I was mute, so I didn't speak until I was 9 years old. Yeah, I have records of that. I found it, too. I was like, I was a mute? What the fuck? Because my mom handed me over all my papers. Since she adopted me. Like, all my records from when I was in the other hospital. Like, yo, I was like, wow. It was like treasure. It was like, wow. But do I have pictures of my past of a child? No. So yeah, seeing my brother, that's one thing. That's why I said I would never do drugs. Just looking at a little child dying. Well, he was dead. Because he was going through bad withdrawals. And his body could not handle it. So they resuscitated, they brought him back, and it was crazy. It's just crazy. And it's like, it's just crazy. But let's get to it, because I'll keep on rambling. But there's a reason why I'm saying this. Like I said, we all have a choice. I could have been a dirtbag. Could have been a shithole. But that's not what I want to do, because I know how that feels. Why would I want to be a shithole to somebody when I was been a shithole? Like, people been shithole in me. Fuck. But everybody has a conscience. And one thing that all my uncles and my mother taught me was to always have your faith in God, to always trust in God, to always just lean on God. So my mother gave me some great principles, some great morals. Because the morals these chicks have these days is like, hey, to each their own. Like, I'm sorry, if I was dude, I'm sorry, I'm not going to marry you either. I was raised with a whole bunch of men, you know? I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Actually, I'm not sorry. Just people don't have self-control, validation, fast life. How to make their lives easier. Shit. But hey, we're already 21 minutes in, so I'm gonna get to work. And my leg is going numb. Oh. Carajo. Shit. Sorry, I'm like trying to move my massage table. My massage table. My massage chair. There we go. Alright, my friends. I'm gonna drink some water. I got some eternal. Eternal. You see that? We all are eternal. 2202, as I said that. With 2 views. I don't know. YouTube be messing with my numbers. It's always been like I'm shadow banned. It is what it is. All right. We're going to say our prayers. We're definitely going to do some breath work. We're going to clear our chakras. That's my intention. So we're going to start from the crown down to the root. So what you're going to do is you're going to visualize like the sun, but brighter, kind of like real bright. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring it down from the crown down all the way to your root. Let all the energy go. Right? And then what you're going to do to the center of the universe, it's a platinum. Use that energy, visualize it, going all the way up from your feet to your root chakra. Kind of like, you know how a tree has roots? So that's how you're going to visualize this platinum going through your feet with like the gold. So you're going to use platinum and gold. And then you're going to go by each chakra. You're going to go from the base chakra straight through to the sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and then just let it go. Just go all the way to the sun. So that's what we're going to do. So this is, hey, that's what we're going to do. All right? While we do some breath work. I don't know how many bells we're going to do, but let's just go with the flow. I don't know. Let's enjoy the night. All right. Actually, we're going to change the music. I don't know. I was just asked to, so that's what I'm going to do. Is it? Alright, no. Not what I wanted. I think I found it. I think I found it. I think I found it. You know why I can't hear it? Because the microphones are on. Duh, Eve. Hold on. So we are going to put back Metatron. I am so slow. While I'm at it. Alright. Sure, we're going back. We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. No, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Well, I guess it's back to that one. That's because it was on these headphones. Because my kids were in my office while I was working. Alright. Let's get comfortable. Alright. Let's get to it, Eve. So many distractions. So many freaking distractions. It's kind of annoying, actually. Alright, my friends. We're going to say our prayers. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For them is the kingdom and the power and the glory. May the Lord be with us all. I invoke the powers of Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel, Metatron, and Sandafin to please protect my energy and my space. To also let me be a clear channeler for this message that I will be delivering today for the collective. Also, please help those that are lost in spirit, mentally, emotionally, financially. Heal their minds, their souls, their spirit. And bring them answers to their troubles. Amen. All right, my friends. Let's start. I don't know. It feels like I kind of like want to move it. There we go. All right. All right, slowly come back. Come back. Slowly open your eyes. And just, that feels nice. I so needed that today. Whew. That feels nice. Feels like a reset. Like what I felt as I was clearing out the chakras, while I was like visualizing each chakra and clearing them out. Like I felt my third eye like pulsing. A lot of you guys need to clear out your third eye. Lots of water, lots of meditation. That's how you do it. All right. Let's see what we're going to use first. I'm just going with the flow this evening. That's what I'm doing. It looks like that one wanted to come up. So we're going to take that. That one wants to come out. We have 3 cards. Interesting. This one came out sideways. And this is the only one that flipped up. And it's a 25 card. So 25 is a 7. And 7 has to do with a spiritual number. And that's pretty interesting. Because look at this. Look at what it says. Liberation. And you see like the light behind the dove. 3341 as I said that. Liberation. Breaking free from a negative attachment. Yeah. Yes. Exactly right. So we're gonna do it like this. That's how they want me to do it. So that's how I'm gonna do it. And then we're gonna see what these ones are. So we have Night Wind, Facing Fear, Subconscious Release, and Healing. That's pretty interesting. That looks like a tree. Remember I said, when I went into meditation, I said, look like you know how the tree has roots. Look at this. It's a tree. And we did a healing session. And once you like you do a clearing, right? Like your aura, you do release because like when we came back like out of the meditation, well obviously out of meditation, like I felt lighter. Like I just needed that release. Like I just needed to like clear out my chakras real quick to ground myself. And that's crazy. It's a 23. It's a 5. It's endings. It's endings of fear. It's time to face your fears. That's why facing fear is here. It's time to release your unsubconscious thoughts. Like I say, remember, we always hold memory in our bodies. That's why we have body aches and all this stuff. It's because it's unresolved traumas. So it's flight or flight mode. That's why when you meditate and you clear your chakras or your energy field, you feel better. You feel lighter. Okay. So we have 40. Remember when I said the third eye was like pulsing? Look at this. Now that's funny. Now that is hilarious. Let's read it. Yang, yin and yang. Creating harmony through balance. Yeah. Because remember I said earlier, like I felt like, oh, just want. So I was like, you know what? I need to be in my. And that's what we did. Because we are allowed to have those feelings. But how are you, so today I could have bugged out, right? And I didn't. I said, you know what? I kept quiet in the whole meeting and I didn't say nothing. I was a good girl. Eve was a good girl. Eve didn't curse anybody out. Throw a chair. Because that's what I wanted to do. But Eve was, okay. All I was praying was, like, God, just please just not let me flip out. Could have flipped out. But I didn't. See? Balance. So let's read. They want me to read from the book specifically. So that's what we're going to do. Plus, I was getting annoying emails too. So that didn't help the situation either. That's crazy because 40, it's 2-2. I heard transformation. 40. Let's see what 40 is. So it says, there is currently disharmony in some area of your life. Yo, you can't make this shit up. You know, I need a good laugh right now. No shit! Like, obviously, that's what's going. Oh, God help me. Alright, let me get my shit together. Okay. There is currently disharmony in some area of your life due to your refusal to accept certain aspects of your personality. Nothing about you is bad. Every trait or quality you possess serves a worthwhile purpose. I crack my own stuff up sometimes. Hey, let me be, bro. Let me breathe. Let me be. So, moreover, any trait or quality that you think you lack, you actually have. Make a list of all the things about you that you don't like. Dude, I do those on a full moon. So what I do on a full moon is I put on a piece of paper everything that I don't like about myself. Or like if I have, or I'm missing, I don't know. Like depression, anxiety, just write that shit down. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I get really, really cold, and sometimes people just, you could be nice for so long. You know? That's all I gotta say. But let's continue. Then think about how much of these things serves you and others in some way. Next, make a list of all the things you don't like about yourself. It is natural to believe that your positive qualities undoubtedly serve both you and others. However, for every perceived positive, there is also a negative. Now, think about the negative aspects of your perceived positives. This process takes a bit of time and requires an open heart and mind. It is definitely a worthwhile exercise, for in the end, you will hopefully see that nothing is actually good or bad. Every aspect of you serves both you and others. Owning, accepting, and loving what is without wanting to change it will lead you to experience a happier, healthier, and more harmonious life. Amen. Cheers to that. And I don't even drink. But guess what? I got some water. I'll cheers with some water. Dude, it's raining out there. So it says affirmations. I love and accept all that I am. There's nothing to change. There's only love. Every aspect of me serves both me and others in some way. I create healthy, wealthy, and harmony by loving what is all I accept and love. Transform to ever greater love. Remember I said transformation? And there goes the butterfly. Pretty interesting, isn't it? All right. That was pretty interesting, though. That was really interesting. Actually, they want me to read Liberation. So that's what we're gonna do. Twenty-four. I don't know why I said 24. That's a 6. 6 has to do with foundations. Pretty interesting. But it's a 7, so it's a spirit. It's your spirit. You're supposed to be focusing on your spirit. So you can liberate yourself from bullshit. But also balancing out the negative and the positive, the male and the masculine. I mean, the male and the female aspects within ourselves. Darn it. There. I said it. Jeez. Okay, let's do liberation. So breaking free from a negative attachment. Whether you realize it or not, you have become too emotionally attached or dependent on someone or something. Or you have allowed or inadvertently caused someone to get too emotionally attached to you. What at first seemed like a healthy friendship or interest now seems to be taking over your life or is creating too much codependency. A situation that essentially seemed like a positive has now revealed its negative side. That's for fucking sure. This is in effect like a form of addiction. You are advised to examine the issue and then create some space between you. For your sake and the sake of others, you must do whatever it takes to break free from this negative emotional attachment. Essentially, this may cause some resentment and even a phase of panic, but the end result will be worth it. It's already worth it. What do you mean? You're just confirming whatever. When you learn to emotionally detach yourself from this situation, you will have learned a valuable lesson, and this will serve you well in the future. Yes, the fuck it did. Yes, it will. Just gotta leave them up. That's all I gotta say. Don't go back to the past. I don't care how many times they email you. They should have just did it in the first place. But no. It only took a year and 3 months. And you still. So, like, it is what it is. Affirmations. I release myself from all negative attachments. I trust that this is for my highest good. I trust that this is for the highest good of all. I help others most by not allowing myself or them be codependent. I look at every situation in a balanced way. Like I said, people come into our lives for a season and a lesson. Some stay forever and some don't stay at all. Only temporary. And it is what it is. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I don't know, I want some. Oh, I got a Snickers. I don't know, I want some chocolate. So guess what? You're going to see me eat a chocolate. Because that's what I'm going to do. Is eat a chocolate. Because I want it. What the hell? Oh, it was in my pocket. It's starting to melt. Yeah, it melts. It's melting. It's melting. You know, people are funny. But to each their own. This last piece. I was saving that one for last. And I'm glad I did. We are going to use the Outlander. That's what we're going to use. All right, God, Source, Universe, what do you got? Liberation, 25. Hey, Juanita. I know I seen your name, but I'm like, I was on the roll, man. I was on the roll. I haven't seen you on in a while. How you been? How was life? How was life, señorita? Oh, shenanigans. Ooh. Oh, I felt that. How's it going? How are you feeling? Are you taking it easy? You better not be bending. You better not be moving that much. Just a little bit. Just try to take it easy. No, I'm so sorry. Wow. God bless you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your loss. After 14 years? Dude, you're going through a big transit. What is going on in your chart? What, like, dude. What did you do 14 years ago? What did we all do 14 years ago, actually? Shit. I was with their dad. 14 years ago. Shit. Really? So who broke up with who? I'm just curious. Because I'm going to give you a response. Because I'm not going to put my 2 cents into it. Oh, he's going through an awakening. That's what I heard. He's going through an awakening. Those are harsh for men. For us women too, but men don't know what the... They're like, what the hell is this shit? Like, what is going on? How we felt. But they're like, wait, I'm not supposed to see this stuff. Like, feel these things. Like, what the... It's like, all your antennas are coming online. All your senses are working, but you don't know how to manage it. And you know what's so crazy? That the masculine are really in tune, but they're not in tune. If you get what I'm doing. If you get what I'm saying. Exactly. No, your dad doesn't need... Hell no. He just needs to be on his own for a little while. Just let him be on his own for a little while. He'll probably come back when he sobers up. When he sobers up, everybody has a choice. Is it worth losing everything? I don't know. Some people think it's worth losing everything. They always, you know what drives me crazy when guys say, "Oh, you cheated." Where's the proof? And the ones that always say that are the ones that are actually doing it. That's the crazy part. Dude, my children's father was a great gaslighter. Yeah, she's a friend. Oh, yeah, sure she is. He was banging her the whole time and I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Liberation. So. Yeah, it's just a control thing. Like, come on. Oh, I can't stand those. Like, go suck on your mom's titty. Go. To be honest, I love being single. I don't need to deal with a child. Like, I already have 3, and I have a teenager. Actually, he's not even a teenager. He's an adult now. Yep. Just, dude, I wouldn't. Be like, bye. See ya. sorry that you are confused. I'm not confused, but you are. Stay there until you unconfused. He's going through a spiritual awakening. A lot of masculines are. But they don't know what to do because nobody ever taught them or gave them tools. Because they all think it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Everybody's spiritual. If you have a soul. That's why it's called energy. So if you have a soul, obviously you have energy. It's common sense, people. See? Life force energy. 5655. Exactly. All right. Oh, look at some cards. Each. I'm not home early on a Wednesday. Ever. So. Wow, we have Sage. Sage. Yeah. Sages are wise, mature. They talk to the moon. They love herbs. They love nature. They love freedom. They're not your traditional chick. She follows her own rules. And she listens to God, and that's it. Because that's the one that's helping her pay the bills. Sage. Wow, false messiah. Came out like this. This false person needs to heal and face their fears. Because it landed right on it. So obviously the sage, you see how the sage came out? And you see how the false prophet came out? Messiah, which is a false prophet. Right? And it came out sideways. And this one, it says night wind. Facing fears, subconscious release, and healing. And I'm going to leave it like that. Because obviously it was meant to come out like that. And I'm not going to touch it. I don't ask questions. I just do what I'm told. So this false messiah, which is a masculine, his root chakra is out of alignment. It's like he's blinded by fear. Like, this person doesn't want to heal. I heard it's time to put the sword down. Stop being so defensive. And this all has to do with this person's root chakra, like abundance, stability, family. It's out of alignment. Remember I said the masculine energy? Look at it. It's a masculine card. It's not a feminine. And I said a dark night of the soul. Going through a dark night of the soul. Night wind. Because it's time to grow. It's time to evolve. Yin yang. Wow. Someone sacrificed someone for their own gain. And it was this false messiah. This masculine here. Greed. Power. Money. Status. Ego. Let's clarify sacrifice, please. It's like how it landed. That's so wild. This fell right on Sage, so I'm curious on what it says. Wow, ruler. One, 3, 1, 3. Massive death, massive transformation. Someone's going through an ego death transformation. It's like this person's becoming enlightened about a situation, person, place, or thing. Their own, liberating their own negative beliefs, patterns. Because this person's so used to doing things their way. Instead of looking outside the box and thinking, you know, like I said, people call us fucking weirdos, whatever. I don't care what your opinion is about me. I'm not out here hurting anybody. Or scamming anybody. Or like being vindictive to anyone. Because like I said, I know how that fuck feels. So let's clarify ruler. I understand how people can live with themselves. Like, you know when you go to bed at night, like, can you really sleep at night? Can you even look in the mirror? I don't know. Can you? Ruler. We have home. Remember I said root chakra? Has to do with family. Home. Stability. That's what home is. Or someone that makes you feel like home. So this sage and this ruler, because it's two different energies. She's free. Magical. Talks to the moon. Manifests. He manifests in a different way. But I see the arrogance in his face. All he could think about is himself, how he thinks. This is how it should be. The ruler. Look at how many rulers have... Yes, they ruled and conquered, and then what happened to their lives? Look at Napoleon. Julius Caesar. History repeats itself, doesn't it? So now it's your time to break those cycles. Stop repeating the past. And this is what this cycle is showing all of us, the solar eclipse. Stop repeating people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Your purpose, your calling, whatever that is. Who makes you feel like home? That's the question. Who makes you feel like home? Who makes you feel free? Not caged. That's why I've been single so long. I don't want to feel like I'm caged. Okay, give me your opinion. Let's work together. Let's make money together. Let's talk about it. But don't try to cage me and thinking that you own me, because I'm nobody's fucking property. And I make my own fucking money. Because you can never say that you did shit for me and throw it in my face. Like people throw other stupid shit like their past. Especially when you talk about their mother. So they use whatever they can to make you feel like shit. And it's like, how could you make me feel like shit? Because I really don't give a shit. I fucking don't. Because I get to sleep at night. But can you sleep at night? That's the question. Can you? Because I can. Someone's in conflict. Somebody feels hopelessness. Like, they feel bond. Like, you know, when you sell your soul to the devil, attach yourself to the devil. It's like attaching yourself to material gain, right? Because I'm not saying, oh, be scared of money, but people get too materialistic and they don't worry about their spirit, so they become materialistic. So you bound on to what you have. See that? You see that? You get bound to material things, ego, greed, dishonesty. So it's like a parasite. You know what I'm saying? Like a parasite. Something that just doesn't want to let go. Interesting. What's going on, Keith? What's going on over? Oh shit! All my mobs are on. That is so crazy because that never fucking happens. Only once in a blue. Well, once in a while. That's hilarious. So, I got my wizard here, my warlock, and my fairy. So Diane is my fairy. She likes to spread her little pinky dust. You know what I mean? Right, Diane? Wow, look, Outcast. So, guess what? It's funny. So, Keith and nobody. And Diane. But it's mostly me, Keith, and nobody, right? So, our group chat is called Misfits. And that's so crazy because, look, Outcast. So, guys. Yeah. We don't give a shit. We don't. That's funny. Alright, let's see. I don't know, Hero's Journey's calling me. So let's see what we got. Wait, what is going on? Hold on. You know the fall is here? The sun goes down at 7 o'clock now. That blows. Pretty soon it's gonna go down by like 4:30, by 4:10. That's when it usually goes down. 4:10, 4:11, 4:12, around there. So, nights are gonna be long though. So, the only thing I don't like it when I go to work and I gotta come home real late because I live far. And I heard we're gonna have a really tough winter. Well, buckle your pants, ladies and gents, because we're gonna have a crazy motherfucking winter. And I'm gonna call it. So today is what? September 25th of 2025. I call this winter is going to be a shit show of a shit show. So I'm going to have to buy at least 2 more shovels. I can't shovel the damn fucking driveway. So I wonder how this is going to look. Well, my son's going to do it. And I'm going to have to stack up on salt. That's crazy. So buckle your pants, ladies and gents. You know, one thing is, I want a lot of snow. I want a lot of snow. So I don't have to drive. And get paid for it. How about them apples? Oh my God. You should see the field. I did a few videos when I first moved here. It was wintertime. And we went all the way back to the property because I have 20 acres. So we went all the way down to the property because the creek surrounds the whole house where I live. So it takes me a while to walk all the way back there. But let me tell you, if you look at my shorts, it's so beautiful here. That's why I said I would never move. I'm not moving. I'm staying here. That's what I'm saying. I'm in upstate New York. So New York City doesn't really get snow. They get like South Carolina weather. They don't get snow. Once in a while they get snow. But when I was younger, back when I lived in the 80s. Well, obviously I was born in the 80s. But I lived there all through the 90s, and we used to get a lot of snow down in New York City because I used to live in Queens and Brooklyn. So I lived between both boroughs most of my life. And we used to get a lot of snow in Brooklyn and in Queens. And I don't know what happened. They don't get snow. Once in a while they get snow. But up here, upstate, since I live in a higher elevation and we have mountains, we get snow. So like the lights go out for a whole day, sometimes for 8 hours. But one good thing is, while it's cold, you get to put all your food outside. See? You won't waste any food. And we have plenty of trees if we need to get warm. Oh, and we can fish because we got fish in the creek. So we'll be fine. I will survive. So if the lights go out for a week, dude, I'm good. The water's fucking cold. But hey, we could warm up a pot. All right, let's see what it says. 31, ally and disguise. Whoop whoop. Discover the hard to find blessings. And it's a 30. I don't know, I was going to say 34. I don't know. 31. So 31 is a 4. To me, this is like the 4 of Wands. I don't know why. So, ally in disguise. All right. I need some water. Hydrated. So it says Road of Trials, Stage 7. Road of Trials. Interesting. I said today These last few days have been a shit show since the new moon, right? Before the new moon. But we're going to read it. It says, when a resulted young fellow steps up to the great bully, the world, and takes him boldly by the beard, he is often surprised to find it comes off in his hand, and that it was only tied on to scare away tamed adventurers. Ralph Waldo Emerson. That was his quote. So, message. As you advance along your hero's journey, your dream journey, your dream journey, prepare to encounter all types of people and circumstances. There will be those who start off as allies, but turn out to be otherwise. That sounds about right. Yeah. There will be those you judge as enemies who become the greatest instigators of your spiritual growth. Yeah, that's about right. If you know in advance that even the enemies you encounter are allies in disguise, that also is a fact. You can relax. So relax, as there really is no such thing as a true enemy. That is true. When you reflect on your life, you will realize that most difficult challenges taught you the most valuable lessons and have made you more resourceful and resilient than you would otherwise be. Reveal in the reality that you are who you are today, previously because of the challenges you faced and aced. We were just talking about this in the beginning. That's funny. And we're an hour and 18 minutes. Whoop, whoop. See, that's what we like. Everybody supports each other. Why is unnecessary. So, dream symbol obstacle. Dreams of an obstacle suggest challenge. You may be dealing with resilience in getting what you want. Resistance. What is going on with me? Eve needs to go to bed. Sorry. It's been crazy today. So bear with me. I'm starting to get tired. So I think it's starting to say, hey, Eve, get your shit. Let's go. Come on. Stop talking. Stop talking. It's time to go to bed. Take a shower. Go to bed. Crack myself up. Dreams of an obstacle suggest challenge. You may be dealing with a resistance in getting what you want. Your strength, smarts, and resourcefulness are being tested. Obstacles can be procedures of death, like death of the soul. Not death like you dying. Death. DEPTH. Intimacy and personal power. Contemplate your dream time strategy for dealing with obstacles. You will go under or around it, confront it head on or avoid it. Your dream strategy might be shining a light on how to best surmount the challenge you encounter in your walking life. Mantra. I reveal in the blessings discovered in the most unlikely people and places. That's for fucking sure. That's not even a lie. That's the fact. Well, my friends, that was your message. I'm ready for bed. It's been a long, exhausting. My boss was like, Eve, why don't you just take your vacation time? I was thinking about it. But do I really want to use it? Or do I really want to wait until December? Because I don't want to be to work like right after Christmas. Because we had the 25th off, but we don't have the 24th or the 26th. So I don't know. I'm waiting for my vacation to be that time and not take it now. Because I have Fridays off anyways. I work my hours Monday through Thursday. They're long, but they get done. And then I have Friday off. Sometimes. If shit doesn't go wrong throughout the week. So guys, you guys have a great evening. I'm tired. So, thank you, Diane. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Nobody. Thank you, Juanita, for being here. Yeah. I'm gonna sleep like a princess. Or a queen. Whatever I want to choose tonight. How about that? So, you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Happy, Thursday? I think it's 12 o'clock already. So, it's going to be Thursday. It's already Thursday, so. You guys have a good night. I had a good night. It was funny tonight. I needed that. So, I needed a good picker-upper. But you guys have a good evening. And guess what? All my mobs came on tonight. So, some came on later on, but they still showed up. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Peace out.